Hi everyone, Christina here. Today I'm going to be creating a card using the My Precious stamp set from Winnie and Walter, which I think is funny because I always think of Lord of the Rings when I hear My Precious. But anyway, I'm taking some of the words that are in the stamp set and I'm arranging them to make my own greeting here. This says, "You rock, sparkle, and shine." I just thought that'd be really fun. So I've actually had to separate the greeting onto two blocks because I couldn't get the stamps as close together as I had hoped when I had them all together. So I had to separate them into two blocks. And then I have my watercolor paper here. This is Strathmore watercolor paper. It's cut down to 5 by 5, and I've taped it onto my board and also put some powder tool on the top to prep for stamping and embossing. So I'm going to stamp those words in Versamark ink, and then I'll be embossing it in Hero Art's white embossing powder. Now, I was a little hasty and taped it down to my board when I didn't need to quite yet, so I just decided to peel it up so I could handle it, and then I'll put it back on my board later. So sprinkling on that embossing powder, and I started by first stamping the beginning of the greeting so that I could emboss it and see where it was on the cardstock or on the watercolor paper, and then I stamped the second half. Now that's sort of what you have to do when you're doing white embossing on white paper because you can't entirely see where you stamped. So I'm going to be using that same concept when it comes to stamping all of the gems around the center area too. So I've pressed that paper back onto my board here, and I'm going to be using some Kuretake Zig Gansai Tombi watercolors for this. I've sped up the video a little bit just so it can go a little faster, but I'm going to walk you through this beginning part. So I completely wet the surface there with just regular water, clean water, and then I brought in kind of a watered down, really light blue, and I let that dry completely or used my heat tool for it. And then I'm going to bring in some more of that color, and it's going to be the more intense blue. And that's just because I wanted to get a couple different layers of colors going on this. You could definitely just go straight to using the darker shade if you wanted. In fact, later on when I do more on the card, I'm going to add even more darker blue on top. So I'm adding some more color around the edges, and I'm going to dry that completely. Now I'm going to be stamping some gems on the outer edge, and I'm going to do the same concept that I did before where I stamp one, emboss it, and then stamp others around it, and you're going to see me finish that up. So I'm going to do all the stamping, and then I'm going to get to the watercoloring, and I'm just going to let you watch. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch up when I'm ready to move on with the rest of the card. After all of that stamping was done, I decided I wanted to add white water droplets or white spots. So I used that opaque white color that's in the watercolor set, and I just put it on my paintbrush here, and then I'm tapping it and flicking it to get those droplets down onto my watercolor piece here. So I'm going to dry that with my heat tool so it's completely dry, and I'll just dab it with a paper towel if it's not dry. I was getting impatient. Then I created my card base. Now this is some 110-pound Neenah Solar White cardstock, and I'm creating a 5x5 card. I actually cut down that watercolor piece to be about 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, just so I would have a little bit of space around the outside of that watercolor piece when it comes to putting on the card. So I adhered that with some foam adhesive. Now I'm going to take this Pico Embellisher from Imagine Crafts. This is the Irresistible Pico Embellisher, and this is the color Shimmer. Now, I didn't use this correctly. You're supposed to shake it up so that shimmer is dispersed so that you'd get a little bit of a sheen, almost the look of like Wink of Stella glitter underneath glossy accents. That's sort of the look that you would get, but I totally forgot to shake this up, so it's just going to go on pretty much clear. And the other thing that's interesting to note about this particular medium is that it sort of looks like glossy accents when you first apply it, except it's much more liquidy. You can't, like I know if you've ever used glossy accents, you can tip it up a little bit and it'll start to pool and might move a little bit, but not much. This stuff will really move if you pick it up. It's very liquidy. So I just let it dry. You can see it's really smooth right now. But after it was completely dry, you can see it right here, it picks up any of that texture from your cardstock. So in this case, the watercolor paper, so it's a little more textured. You can also see embossing powder too. So that's the card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I have my last 3 videos on screen for you. These are the last 3 card videos that I've created. So if you want to check out those, go ahead and click on the screen. Or if you're on a mobile device like your iPhone or a cell phone or a tablet, you can click on the links that are down in the video description. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on Monday for a new card video.